Hi everybody, this is Ellie. Thanks so much for joining me today for a video on my December setup. So first I'll just quickly show you how I used my November setup, what I liked, what I might change for December, and then I'll move into my new December cover. So for the month of November, I had my setup in this Chic Sparrow Pocket Deluxe notebook, and this is in the Earl Grey leather. I wasn't sure how to feel about this because usually I lean more towards softer and more pebbled leather because I love how it feels. And this one is smoother and more structured, although I wouldn't call it stiff, but it also scuffs up quite a bit as well as scratches or dents. And it turns out I love it. I really loved seeing these changes. Like you can see all these darker parts starting, you can see all the dents, and it's gotten quite a bit of patina. And the other thing too is it didn't come to me perfect, and so I wasn't afraid to use it. I think that's one of my hang-ups. If I'm scared to scratch a leather, it's because it looks too perfect to me. And this one already had some dings and some character, so I just used it fearlessly and it felt great. It came with me to Mexico and it came to the beach and poolside, and I think it's shown its age really, really well. So I think this piece of leather is beautiful and I know I'll enjoy moving back into it. In terms of the setup itself, it's a little more elaborate than I usually do, which, I mean, it's not super elaborate, but I did make a dashboard with this sticker from Eureka Art Studio. I have my Field Notes scratch pad in the front, and I have this bookmark from Babette at Not Just Knots, which is beautiful. I kept a Keely Reichman insert in here with some washi tape, washi card, stickers, and then my trusty moleskin in the pocket size is just slipped into this back cover here. So I just put a couple of clips on. I'm marking here is my gift idea spreads for the people in my life that I'll be shopping for. So I just keep that marked because I still have Christmas shopping to do, so I'm referring back to it. I have my monthly index here, which I filled out as usual. I did use some washi tape down here to mark when we were going on vacation. And then this month I was actually trying to follow some challenges in here. So Cindy Guentert-Baldo posts challenges for hand lettering and for doodling, and her Instagram is at Llama Letters. So I will say I did not finish the doodling challenge for the month, although I did finish the lettering challenge. I thought that I would do these kind of interspersed between my dailies, and I won't do it that way again because I found it a pain to have to draw these out when I wasn't necessarily expecting to. And I was also trying to kind of line the dates up. So November 1st to 5th, I wanted to try and do, you know, my rapid logging for the 1st to the 5th and then put in the next set, and that was just too complicated because if you've used the bullet journal system, you'll know that some days have a lot more, some days have a lot less, and I just wouldn't do it like that next time. Next time I would do all of these at the front. In journaling itself, it stayed the same. I did my rapid logging. Because we were going on vacation in November and Christmas is coming up, there are some collections I wouldn't normally have, so a Tokyo Pen Shop wish list. I was making a list of potential beach reads, and the one that I ended up choosing to take with me was The Flat Share by Beth O'Leary, and I'm not finished it yet, but I absolutely love what I've read so far. And it's too early to say because I'm not done the book, but I have that feeling that you get when you're reading a book that you know is going to become a favorite. So fingers crossed that the second half lives up to the first. So this is where I stopped the doodling. And I've got my Gilmore Girls quote. And here again, before I went on vacation, I wanted an album to listen to while we were away. So I was just writing down different artists and albums that I was considering. Just a general wish list I have going, some video ideas. And here we get into my packing list, which I will admit is very detailed. But I love making lists. I'm a list maker, and it makes me feel more organized and in control. So I had my clothes separated into categories, toiletries, and kind of miscellaneous. And the way I did it is I used the circle stencil and I just did the outline when I was making my lists. And then once I'd collected everything, usually I'll throw it in like a basket, a laundry basket. I would color in the circle. And then once it actually went in the suitcase, I would cross it off with a highlighter. I'm not sure you can see because it's that really light yellow, but that helped keep me really organized. So everything made it there and home. So it worked. Got this really cute travel sticker set from the Coffee Monsters Co. So I was able to write in like our flight number, the time, the airport codes, the time. Our flight there was delayed by 2 hours, but I had enough things in my carry-on to entertain me. And then we've moved right into December. So this washi tape is also from the Coffee Monsters Co. and it's foiled and so cute. I continued my washi tape to mark the rest of our vacation, and I've got my tasks. And usually I fill this in after the fact, although I will go through and mark in any birthdays or appointments that I know are coming up. And we're in December. These are still vacation notes, so they're not tasks. They're pretty much all notes just of things that I wanted to remember. Our flight home, and that brings us to today. So I also knew that I wanted to try Create December this year for the first time. And I decided to do it in the same book that I have my bullet journal in. One of the reasons I decided that is because I know I'll be starting a new bullet journal in January. Ryder Carroll suggests that in his book, and let's be honest, it doesn't take a whole lot to convince me to start a new notebook. So I knew I wouldn't finish this by the end of the year, so I just counted back, I think, 30 pages from the back of the notebook. So I knew I'd have enough for Create December. I'm following the prompt list posted by Bree at Documented Journey, and I just wrote that out in my notebook, and I love how flexible this is. Like when I was away, I didn't have a ton of supplies with me, and it was totally fine. Like I had so much fun just using my pen. I used my Sprocket to print out a couple of pictures for family. This mistletoe page I know is going to be one of my favorites because I'm happy with the sketch, but I'm even happier with using this Harry Potter quote. And I haven't done today's date yet. The page markers that I put in here are little cork flags from Dacasca, and I love them. I think they're really cute sticking up, and they're gonna go really well in my next setup. I will be moving in to this holiday leather from Sojourner, and I am so excited. A little while ago, I made a video all about this leather because it was limited, and I just wanted to show you guys how it felt and how thin and gorgeous it was. So I'm really, really looking forward to using it this month. I'm going to be streamlining my setup because I'm not going to put in a dashboard or the Keely Reichman insert or anything. I'm just going to keep my bullet journal and then a little notebook for a scratch pad. This leather itself, I've mentioned before, but I will again, is super thin, super soft, and it feels so lovely in the hand. It has this sparkly front pocket, which is actually the inside of this leather. So it's beautiful. In the front, I just have a piece of plaid Christmas paper and this die cut from the Coffee Monsters Co. And Rudolph's nose is foiled in red, and I just think it's so stinking cute. Put a little bit of twine here because I just think it makes it look like a present. And the gold ollie clip to kind of carry on the Christmas theme. I want to use this folio with both of the covers in the pockets. I love how Rowena cuts her notebooks. It just fits so well and feels so good in the hand. So I'm not going to use my regular field note size in here because it was a little tight when I tried it. But I do have this little A7 notebook from Rhodia. So this notebook actually goes like this. Like this is the back side and it has the sticker. But I didn't want to put it in like this because I didn't want that showing. So I've just flipped it so it's upside down. And I put on this super cute washi sticker here, which is a bear drinking tea in his cozy, I think that's a Fair Isle sweater. In the front here, I have a card to cut washi that I picked up at Chapters, and I just think this is such a cute card to use for the Canadian winter. In this back pocket here, I'm going to make a washi card filled with the Christmas and the winter washi tapes that I have. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. That's my setup for December. I'll keep on using my trusty Uni Jetstream. This is the slim version from Tokyo Pen Shop, and I just keep it right there with the elastic. I might put on a binder clip and then hook the pen clip onto that, but we'll see. This works just as well. So I really enjoy this setup. Every time I do a new setup, I always think it's going to be my favorite, and so far they've all been wonderful. This one though just really gets me in the mood for the holiday season. I love the colors, I love the sparkle and the shine, and I just know I'm going to love using it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.